days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Earlier today, Wednesday, January 25th, Tottenham Hotspur confirmed the signing of Arnaut Danjuma, the Dutch winger from Villareal, on a 6-month loan until the end of the season, with an option to buy for around £25 million. Now, this is probably one of the most ridiculous transfers / signings that Spurs have done in quite some time. Not because of the player he is, but more the manner in which we signed him. So we'll get on to the reactions to the signing later, but let's walk through the events of how this transfer played out. So first, he was supposed to go to Everton. He had contract signed. He was ready. He was holding the shirt. Then within an hour, we had reports coming out on, I believe it was the 24th of January. We had an hour where immediately it said that he had taken a complete turn of events. He didn't sign the contracts at Everton, and he came straight to Spurs, straight to London. We got his medical done the next morning, and all of a sudden, we've got a new winger on our cards.
Huge replacement for Lucas Moura. We know he's going out the door this next summer. We're not renewing his contract. But the best thing about him is that he's pretty much comfortable with playing. He could be playing. He's comfortable playing striker. He's comfortable playing left wing or right wing. Because at Villareal, he often played left, right wing, I believe. Or left midfield, right midfield.
He's also an excellent penalty taker, which is kind of important, especially when we don't have Harry Kane on the pitch. So that's a cool one to have. He's got a solid amount of goals for Villareal. Only 2 goals this season, but really in 6 starts. So it's not like he's had a crazy amount of time to play. Last season, he really shone with 10 goals and 3 assists in 17 appearances in La Liga for Villareal. Prior to Villareal, he actually does have Premier League experience. He came from AFC Bournemouth. So he started his career at PSV Eindhoven, took a free transfer to NEC Nijmegen, then transferred to Club Brugge, and before joining AFC Bournemouth in 2019, and then transferring to Villareal in 2021. And now he's back in the Premier League, not joining a relegation-threatened Everton, but rather a club that is fighting for Champions League and for possibly trophy glory, Tottenham Hotspur. I know this was a very, very quick, out-of-the-blue signing, but I think this is going to be an incredible signing. The last 10, 15 games when Richarlison's not there, the only attacking player we've had on the bench is Heel. And that's not enough. So having Danjuma is going to be a big help.
Huge energy. He said in his interview he's very happy to be at Spurs. He can't wait to have an impact on our team and bring in new energy, which we really need at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean, apart from our win against Fulham, the 2 games were completely poor from us. Poor and a lack of intensity almost from us, which is what Danjuma will probably bring up top. More squad depth, which is always good. We're playing in 3 tournaments, Champions League, Premier League, and FA Cup. Of course, we're still in FA Cup. And we are playing Preston North End in our next FA Cup match, which I think Danjuma will probably start. I would love to see a Brian Heel, Danjuma, and Richarlison front line.
Which is, I think, exactly what we'll do. I think Richarlison will start, and if Danjuma's ready, he'll definitely start, because we signed him on Wednesday morning, and we play Preston Saturday morning. I think that's enough time. He's not struggling with any injuries, so I think we'll see him start there. A big point of interest for him is the fact that he does not have a weak foot, really. He prefers both feet, so he can really play on either side of the front 3. So he can replace Dejan Kulusevski, he can replace Harry Kane, or he can replace Heung-min Son. But I think our key will be looking towards that replacement for Heung-min Son. I think he'll need a little bit more of a challenge because Richarlison at left wing doesn't work. We know that. But Danjuma at left wing, I think, will work better.
This is going to pressure Son to get back in form, too.
Which, all in all, I mean, competition always helps. When Matt Doherty came to the club, all those so long ago, I think he did not do great in his first couple months here, but he spurred on a big improvement in Serge Aurier. And I remember Serge Aurier had a really good 3 or 4 months while Doherty was here, probably because of that competition. that having an extra player in that position provides.
Versus 2019-20 season, we had no competition for Serge Aurier right back. He didn't have any competition when he wasn't doing the best.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a great signing. Very, very good signing, but we still have so much to address in our defense.
Pedro Porro, we're almost there to finishing up that transfer.
So close.
If we can get that done, that'll be huge.
Yeah. Reports are coming out. Fabrizio Romano, one of the most trusted names in Europe in terms of soccer transfers, football transfers, has confirmed that Tottenham and Sporting have essentially pretty much agreed on a price. And really, the only thing left is just a couple of finalizing talks, which they're hoping will happen tomorrow in the next 24 to 48 hours. Really, payment terms are the final point of discussion, he says, but it's now really, really close. It's at key stages. And another interesting point is that Sporting have inquired about the possibility of signing Brighton's Tariq Lamptey, which means they're thinking of a replacement. So I think Pedro Porro could be coming our way. If so, that's a solid start to the transfer window. We still need a center back, though.
Still need a center back. We need to build off Cuti Romero.
Yeah.
Cuti Romero was pretty much our first strengthening of our defense. We need more strength in defense. Dyer's still mistake prone. We need a big center back. We can honestly get Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire would be perfect for us.
Yeah. Also, center backs. Milan Skriniar is looking like he's on his way out at Inter. I don't know how much. I think they're open to letting him go. And PSG have also kind of pulled out of negotiations. He started 19 games this season, and he's available for just 20 mil. 20 million euros is what they're setting the price tag at. So, I mean, he is really one that we should look into. I think Conte likes him because he's been at Inter. So, Conte's a big fan because that's where, obviously, he managed, and he won the Serie A in the 2020 or 2021 season, I believe. And Skriniar was a big, big part of that. So if we can get a deal down for him, that's going to be huge for our defense. And really, I think we'll have a lot of positions covered. In terms of looking to the future, left wing back is covered kind of by Destiny Udogie. He is having a great season at Udinese over in Italy. We bought him over the summer, but loaned him back for the season, but I believe he is having a very, very good couple of games over there. Bagged a couple of assists, got a couple goals as well. So he's doing quite good. So I think our wingbacks are shaping up nicely.
Yeah, wingbacks are shaping up nicely. What will top it off though is Pedro Porro. Going back to Danjuma, I think one of the positives of him is that he can pretty much play anywhere up top.
Yes.
And forwards. Kulusevski's out, no problem. We can just slap Danjuma there. Son's injured or out of form. No problem, we can just slap Danjuma there. Kane is injured. Richarlison is also injured.
Yeah.
No worries, we can just slap Danjuma at striker.
Of course, for Kane, obviously the first choice is going to be Richarlison, but if that goes to another backup...
If both of them are injured.
Yeah. That would obviously go down to Danjuma, but I think he's a really good signing, really, really important for us. I think people are underestimating how good of a signing this is. If he doesn't turn out, we send him back to Villareal because he's only a loan deal. If he does really well, we buy him because I don't think he's actually quite young. He's only 25 years of age, so he's barely just in his prime. So I don't know. I think this could be an exciting move for us. It's going to be very, very interesting, and I can't wait to see, especially the Preston North End game, considering that he could start. That's going to be an interesting game. But anything else? But that's it for our reactions to Tottenham making their first signing of the transfer window on the 25th day of the window by signing forward Arnaut Danjuma of the Netherlands from Villareal on loan until the end of the 2022-2023 season. If you enjoyed and want to see more Tottenham Hotspur content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what your reactions are to this signing and who else you want to see Spurs sign this window. And until next time,
come on, you Spurs!